All right, so AEW Dynamite Grand Slam is tonight, and it has a very good card. Granted, like this, I'm very excited for this Dynamite. I mean, we got some very good fucking matches, a lot of title matches as well. Saraya versus Tony Storm for the women's title. Ray Fenix versus John Moxley for the international title. We have what the fuck else do we have? Oh, we have Eddie Kingston versus Claudio Castagnoli, title for title for the New Japan Never Open Weight or Strong Open Weight title or whatever they call it, and Claudio's Ring of Honor World Championship. We have Chris Jericho versus Sammy Guevara, first time ever. I'm very much looking forward to that match because maybe we see a bit of a turn. And of course, MJF versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship. So I'm going to go on here and I'm going to give a few predictions as to what I think will happen on the show. I'm going to get the obvious ones out of the way first. John Moxley retains the international title. Saraya retains the women's title. There you go. That's done. Eddie Kingston, I believe, should win the Ring of Honor World Championship. And it's a shame because earlier this month I would have said Mark Briscoe should have beaten Eddie Kingston. But I think it would be good for Eddie to win the Ring of Honor World title. And then whenever Mark Briscoe is, not hurt anymore, you could have Eddie Kingston versus Mark Briscoe, close friends. Then you have Mark Briscoe win the Ring of Honor World Championship like his brother did years and years ago. It would be him finishing the story. And I think it would be a very good feud, Mark Briscoe versus Eddie Kingston. So I'm saying we have a new Ring of Honor World Champion tonight. Um, and now I'm going to go with the two predictions that are more like focus, um, because every year for Grand Slam, there's always a big debut. Always a big debut. And there's always people being like, I heard a couple people say Dolph Ziggler, even though I don't think Dolph Ziggler is done with WWE yet. But there's two people that I very well could see going to AEW tonight. First one is Edge. I say Edge. If there's any chance for Edge to go to AEW, it's tonight because his contract ran out. He doesn't have a no compete clause since the contract is done. And I don't know. I think there's so much for Edge to do in AEW before he ultimately hangs up the boots. And I don't know. I don't know. Like, because normally I don't like the whole what if this person goes to AEW business. But it's like, if Edge were to have his last match against anyone, I gotta say it's gotta be against Christian Cage, right? It's right there. Eddie Kingston, sorry, Edge versus Christian in Edge's final match. Give me that match. Give me what I want, Tony Khan. Edge, yeah, if there's any chance, it's Grand Slam. Another one that I think is the most likely one, aside from the Edge, it's Mercedes Monet. I say Mercedes Monet debuts for AEW tonight and confronts whoever the winner is for the women's title match, which in my eyes, it's got to be Saraya. And you got a little bit of a story there for Saraya versus Mercedes Monet because Mercedes was the one who got Saraya injured, which made Paige retire from WWE in 2018. So it would be a good little callback storyline, like, oh, I remember that, right? And it's two of the greatest female talents in the world. We know that Mercedes Monet is like a will she, won't she, considering the fact that she was at AEW All In and the cameras were focusing on her almost every match. It was almost like they were nudging on our shoulders, like, she's coming. She's coming. So, I mean, it's more likely that Mercedes Monet is coming to AEW and challenging Saraya, and Mercedes Monet is almost definitely going to take the belt off her, right? So, That's the most likely one, in my opinion. But then you got MJF versus Samoa Joe. And this was a match that I thought was going to happen at Wrestle Dream, that little event that they got at the beginning of October. Nope. I thought it was going to be Roddy Strong winning that tournament and Samoa Joe facing him at Wrestle Dream. But no, Samoa Joe won that tournament, and now it's Joe facing MJF tonight. So, who's MJF going to face at Wrestle Dream? Adam Cole, baby. I am predicting Adam Cole turns on MJF tonight and joins up with Roderick Strong, Mike Bennett, and Matt Taven and forms the Undisputed Kingdom. I've said it before and I still believe it. No matter when it happens, I think Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Mike Bennett, and Matt Taven would be an amazing group. When Kyle O'Reilly gets better, he could be right on there. If they ever want Bobby Fish back, put him back in there. There you go. You got a super group right there with all the best talents in the world. Well, in my opinion, best talents in the world. A lot of people can differ with me on that. And it would be a good vice versa for the Wrestle Dream. You have MJF and Adam Cole the rematch, MJF the babyface, Adam Cole the heel. I think it would be excellent. I think it would be absolutely excellent.